Good morning, friends, and welcome back to our Ditch and Switch series. We are slowly making our way through my house, and guess what? We have made it to the bathroom. We're just going to keep talking about products I have gotten rid of, why, what might be in them, and what I've switched them out for. So, today we are talking skincare. Specifically moisturizers. So before, I was never a big skincare person. At most, I used a little soap and water on my face, and that was it. And it worked. I mean, it wasn't great, especially compared to what I know now, but at the time, it seemed to be fine. Um, I had really oily skin at the time, very oily scalp, very oily skin. Um, but that has changed. So let's just talk about real quick what can be found in, say, your big box store moisturizers, which most skincare contains moisturizers, right? Okay, so let's see. First thing, of course, is fragrance. Fragrance, as always, type in dangers of these things in your web browser for yourself and see what comes up. Fragrance can, of course, be a hormone disruptor, among other things. I don't know about you, but I don't want my hormones disrupted anymore. I lived like that for years. I really don't want it anymore. So I try and avoid things that contain fragrances. And, you figure most moisturizers do contain some kind of fragrance because we all like the smelly good things. Propylene glycol, again, can be found in your moisturizers. Um, we talked about the dangers of propylene glycol, how it can be toxic to your liver and kidneys. It's not cool, especially kidneys, because, of course, that is another big filter in our body. Both the liver and the kidneys are filters. And we want our filters working properly. We want our body to be able to eliminate waste and not keep all that junk inside, which makes us not feel good. All right, the next one would be phthalates. I think we've talked about phthalates before. It's been a while, so I'll go ahead and spell it for you. It's PHTHALATES, phthalates. And again, these can be endocrine disruptors. And again, anything that messes with that endocrine system, which, remember, controls everything, not just your male hormones and your female hormones, but all your hormones, your I'm hungry hormones, your I'm full hormones, your I'm sleepy hormones, your developmental hormones. All the things are hormones, and they're all part of that endocrine system. All right, so that was phthalate. And then phthalates can also be found, and that is PHALATES. Very similar on the spelling. And again, it's another possible endocrine disruptor. So most of these things that are found in our everyday products mess with our hormones, which is just so not cool. It's a huge region I've been ditching and switching because I had hormone issues for, at this point, the majority of my life. And I am recovering. I'm recovering. And it's getting better. Praise God. It's getting better. All right. So I have started using the Bloom skincare line from Young Living. I know I have done Bloom videos before. I'm going to go ahead and link that for you guys. But what I have found since I have started consistently using these Bloom products is when I use them daily, I used to have like a little rash of pimples just above my forehead, could never get rid of it no matter what I did. That has gotten much, much better. I'm not going to say they're disappeared yet, but they are way better than they were. Again, I've mentioned before I had really oily skin. Well, I've noticed since I've started doing the skincare line, my skin isn't nearly as oily, which is crazy. You'd think adding more moisture to oil would actually produce even oilier, but it's not. It actually, my skin now produces much less oil because I'm adding the moisture, so it doesn't need it. It's really cool. And then the other thing I have noticed since I've started consistently using the Bloom skincare line is my skin tone is a lot more even. As you notice, I am very, very fair, so I tend to turn red very easily. You get me outside in the sun, I'm turning red. You put, if I start exerting myself at all, I start turning red very quickly. Well, I've noticed since I started consistently using the Bloom that redness is much less. So I'm actually tanning a little bit in the sun, which is crazy. I never used to tan. I would always go from white to red and back to white. And that was it. There was no tan. Whereas now I'm not burning. So I'm not getting that redness. I'm also careful out in the sun. And I'm actually starting to tan. And it's even. It's so nice. It's not splotchy or anything. It's really cool. I adore the Bloom skincare line, and I will be using it for a long, long time. All right. That is what I had for you guys this morning. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, if you have questions or comments, leave them below. Shoot me an email. I love hearing from you guys. And if you have suggestions for future videos, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Talk to you later. Bye.